Gordon Ramsay is best known for his penchant for cursing, dishing out tough love, and redefining culinary standards in every show in which he appears. He's consistently released a variety of reality cooking shows to great success since the early 2000s, including his newest 2022 ventures, Next Level Chef and Future Food Stars. However, Ramsay is far more complex than the persona he portrays on television. Not even a die-hard fan would be aware of things that add a lot more to his character than his constant use of the F-word. If one doesn't learn to look past that, one may miss out on Ramsay's complex and exciting personality. Keep watching this video till the end to find out 10 insane facts about Gordon Ramsay that you didn't know. Which is your favorite episode of the F-word? Let's know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Number 10. His children will not inherit his fortune. Gordon Ramsay built his fortune from the ground up, so it doesn't take it for granted. He wants his children to have the same humility, so he announced that they would not inherit his fortune. He also doesn't pay for them to fly first class unless they can afford the ticket themselves, and they're not permitted to eat at any of his restaurants. It's definitely not going to them, and that's not in a mean way. It's not to spoil him, he explained. The only thing I've agreed with Tana is they get a 25% deposit on a flat, but not the whole flat. His thrifty ways don't just affect their future inheritance either. They don't get much cash from him even as kids. Meg's at uni and has a budget of £100 a week. The others get about £50 a week, and they have to pay for their own phones, their bus fare. The earlier you give them that responsibility to save for their own trainers and jeans, the better. Much has been said about Ramsay and his personality, but actions speak louder than words. He doesn't want his children to be influenced by fame and fortune, and he's raising them to be individuals with their own goals and dreams. Number 9. He got an award from the Queen. Queen Elizabeth herself bestowed the honorific title of OBE, which stands for the Officer of the Order of the British Empire, on him for his services in the hospitality industry. However, Ramsay doesn't appear to be the type of person who takes pride in his accomplishments. When asked if the ceremony included a sword, he joked that the ceremony consisted of receiving the medal and then being told to F off by the Queen, which is exactly what he would say. Number 8. Gordon also has a softer side. If you only watch Ramsay's legendary TV shows like Kitchen Nightmares and Hell's Kitchen, you might miss out on an entirely different side of him that frequently comes out with children. He was very understanding of the fact that children are still learning while working on Masterchef Junior, and he was always quick to offer encouragement or advice. Even when one of the kids started a fire in the kitchen, he handled it calmly and without yelling or scaring the child. Gordon Ramsay has a softer side, it just doesn't show with oblivious adults. Number 7. He once threw Joan Collins out. Joan Collins probably didn't expect to be thrown out by Ramsay himself when she went to one of his restaurants with former food critic A.A. Gill. Even though he's rightly known as the mean guy, one of the most divisive opinions about him, he's usually only rude to those who deserve it. According to this interview, Ramsay was so upset by Gill's criticism of his food that he let his pride take over and asked the two to leave the restaurant, resulting in a fuming actress. He later apologized to Collins, claiming that his mother had never forgiven him for evicting her. Number 6. He refused to cook for Donald Trump. Perhaps few people are aware that Gordon's dream celebrity dinner guest is Hillary Clinton. He's no stranger to cooking for politicians, having previously prepared meals for British Prime Minister Tony Blair and his guests. According to the Daily Record UK, when asked to prepare a menu for a banquet at Blenheim Palace that Trump was scheduled to attend, the response was unsurprising: "No thank you." It's always refreshing to see a celebrity who has values and upholds them. Number 5. He's a voice actor. Gordon Ramsay's voice is difficult to ignore, especially at the volume he's known for. Whether he's yelling one of Ramsay's worst insults across the kitchen in Masterchef or making new friends on his culinary travel show Uncharted, his mannerisms win. If his distinct accent has ever sounded a little familiar, it may not be due to his food-related television appearances. The world is well aware of Ramsay's charisma and ease on-screen playing himself, but he's also an expert at portraying other characters. Ramsay, in addition to his cooking abilities, steals the show in a number of animated series and films. When displaying his knife confidence at Bolton Gramercy in the series Big Hero 6, or whipping up something big and blue as the top baker in Smurfs, The Lost Village, he doesn't stray far from the typical culinary tropes. When casting directors are looking for the perfect voice to play a foodie character, they frequently turn to the star chef. As a result, he has amassed a lengthy list of accomplishments. The cookbook author was probably quick to pick up his lines in previous Disney debuts, where his characters spent the majority of their time in the kitchen. Ramsay voiced the chef in both Phineas and Ferb and Mickey and the Roadster Racers. Number 4. He wanted to become a professional football player. Ramsay had other dreams as a child than becoming a chef. He aspired to be a professional football player or soccer, He debuted for Warwickshire at the age of 12 and later for Glasgow Rangers. According to his autobiography, he played a few trial matches. Ramsay was spotted by a scout for his favorite team when he was 15 years old. Ramsay showed such promise in soccer that his parents relocated back to Scotland so that their son could sign up with the Rangers Football Club. He trained with the club's youth academy in the hopes of one day making the team. However, not everything went as planned, as Ramsay was severely injured, destroying those dreams. After that, he attended culinary school and at the age of 19, landed his first job in a hotel. Number 3. He started as a pot washer. His first job before becoming a chef was a pot washer at a local Indian restaurant where his sister also worked as a waitress. Because of his humble beginnings, he appreciates everything he achieves in life even more. Number 2. He has a black belt in karate. Ramsay claims he began karate because he considers it as an art form. And like anything else in life, he worked hard on it for a few years before earning a black belt. Ramsay stated in a 2016 interview with BBC Radio, "I started karate because it's a work of art. I've been into a cage and worked closely with a coach, and it's something I've worked heavily on in the last couple of years." Ramsay's interest in martial arts extends to boxing as well. Aside from fitness, he explained that his training gives him peace of mind, knowing he can defend himself if necessary. In Hell's Kitchen, he was able to put his skill to the test when one of the contestants tried to slap him, and his quick reflexes allowed him to deflect the slap. The video also shows him being calm and collected, which he attributes to the discipline that comes with karate. This is also the moment when one of Gordon Ramsay's best quotes is delivered. Number 1. He got Botox done. Perhaps a lesser-known fact about Ramsay is that he has undergone Botox treatment. It must be difficult to live in the spotlight, but Ramsay was motivated to do so by his family's comments on his wrinkles. Unfortunately, elaborate facial expressions wear down the face. He has since stated in an interview that he would not do it again, and that his children have repeatedly asked him why he looks so much older than their friends' parents. This prompted him to have a cosmetic procedure done to fill in some of his wrinkles, despite the fact that the person performing the procedure joked he's not touching that forehead. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Do let us know your thoughts on this video in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content. See you in the next one.